welcome back to my channel. My name is Mia. Today's video is going to be another book review. I'm going to be reviewing for you guys Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. This being the second book in the series, there's not much I can say without spoiling the first book. So if you haven't read the Throne of Glass book yet, do pause this video, go read it, and then come back and we can talk about this book. I won't be spoiling anything from this book in case you've only read the first book. Now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. At the beginning of this book, of course, Selena is now the king's assassin. She's won the competition, so she is given this series of task to complete, which all involved killing people. Of course, the king keeps giving her names of people that are supposed to be working against his plans, and they are to be eliminated. Everyone thinks she's doing her task of following the king's orders, but for those of us who know Selena and know how against the king she is not actually completing the list. She is delivering, but she is not delivering what the king necessarily thinks she is. As she is keeping up with the pretenses, she is also keeping certain secrets that nobody knows. She keeps meeting with the dead queen, and she keeps going down to the catacombs. She's discovering more and more secrets in regards to magic. She is trying to find more information about that as well, so she keeps reading more books and looking into things, and she's getting more and more involved in all of this, even though she didn't originally want it to. In regards to her love story, her and Dorian are absolutely completely over with. They're having this awkward kind of situation where they can't really communicate with each other very well, so they're trying to avoid each other per se. But she's starting to really discover her feelings and what we all noticed, but she was still in the dark of, and that is how she is developing these feelings towards Kale, however you pronounce his name. He, of course, has also been developing the same feelings for her. As the story continues, we also have Nehemiah, and I know I'm probably saying all of these names completely incorrectly, but I just have no idea how to pronounce them. Even though there was a pronunciation guideline at the beginning of the first book, I have a hard time pronouncing names, if you have not noticed that about me yet. She is getting into all sorts of things, okay? At this point in the story, everybody has their own secrets. Nehemiah is trying to work against the king while keeping her pretenses of trying to learn about their culture. She's also trying to help Selena realize who she really is and trying to develop that strength within her. At the same time, she's also helping Dorian, the prince, because there is something going on with the prince that it was unexpected to me, at least. All the secrets start to overflow and things begin to come into light amongst this group of friends, and all of that leads to a very tragic event that takes place that shocks Selena and changes everything for everybody. I feel that Sarah J. Maas has been doing a fantastic job with this series. I feel every book has more and more shocking revelations, and this one has been a big one, okay? There was so much going on, but at the same time it was so easy to follow. There is so many people involved, and you're starting to see all these different perspectives, and it's so rich when it comes to the character developments. I mean, the way the characters are evolving and how realistic they seem, and people keep changing, and you just can't help but to build this kind of connections with the characters. Also, the amount of action and mystery that's in this book is fantastic. Everything was very well elaborated. I feel that she really spent a lot of time figuring out what she's going to do with the story, or that at least that's how it feels. You just don't really make sense of everything at the beginning, but then as you read along, everything starts to develop and flourish, and you start to understand events that took place on the first book, and you start to understand so much. I feel that every word, every sentence in this book had a purpose. It was not a waste of space within its pages. The writing style is just so smooth and easy to understand, and is addicting. It just pulls you into the story, and you can't put it down, you can't get away, you can't stop thinking about it. It's just so hypnotic and magnetic, and I just could not put this book down until I finished it. So much happens in this book, and quite fast. The way that it's written is as if the book itself was a clock, and it had 1,000 little tiny pieces inside, and every single tiny little piece is essential to the clock running correctly and being able to work properly, and that's how the story feels. The ending was very drastic and dramatic, and there was a lot of revelations. There were twists and turns, and it was just great. I mean, the plot of this series is taking such a fantastic turn and is going into this great journey. I highly recommend this series to any of you who have yet to read it. It's a great fantasy series. The writing is fantastic. The storyline is great. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I hope it inspires you to pick it up and give it a shot. I'll see you very soon in another video.